Hello everyone, my squad. My name is Ian and I am back. I was having some difficulties while thinking for ideas for a video for today. Because I entered today and I saw a quick download tab. Maybe we're getting new medals tomorrow. Which is something very exciting because we have a lot of unfilled slots in our album. However, this is not what I want to talk about. As you can see, we're on quest 525. I think I have figured out the best use for Xigbar B. You guessed it. Let's test it out. I know mine's at only 68% and doesn't have any attack boost. But I want to see how much damage he does. I'm curious because sure, he costs a lot of SP, but I want to see how well he does. So let's test him out. First of all, we use Sebastian. I could have brought an aerial, but I don't think it would have made that much of a difference. Okay, well, now please trigger. It did not, which is a problem because it means less damage. Donald, please trigger. Donald did trigger, which is good, 11,000 per hit. Now, his effect only lasts for his own attack, which means that the defense will not affect the Nova. But let's see how he does against it. Okay, 21,000, 120,000 again. Let's see for a friend medal how much he does at 95%. All the same amount of quantity, plus 6. If I had brought in the Marluxia A from Hope Wolf, but Hope Wolf is sharing this Xigbar right now. So, I think that if you have yours at 100%, you can do this quest within one turn. As you can see, I was only 8 bars away. And considering that mine's at 68, sorry, he still has a lot of potential to be a really powerful medal. Because here's the thing, as you can see, this guy is level 137. Now, that's a low level compared to the enemies in the new Proud quest, for example, or the enemies later on. However, I'm just going to quickly show you the level. Right now we just got to level 280, which is really high. Level 300, really high. Level 400, really high. Level 500, almost impossible to beat with tier 3s. But there's an important factor to Xigbar B. He is especially good against these enemies because he lowers the general defense of the enemy. Lowers target's defense by 2 tiers for 1 attack. If you are having difficulties against a really high leveled enemy, it's because his general defense is higher. Sure, you can lower their stat defense, like power based defense, speed based defense, you can lower it, sure, it will help you a lot. But lowering the general defense against these enemies makes it to where your medal will be much stronger. I believe the difference can be, if, for example, in Japan when Roxas HD Roxas released. I remember a video by Arado Elaut in which he mentioned that, and he put him first in his Fenrir, and he went to the Colosseum and he was doing, don't remember if it was 1 or 2,000 either way per hit. Either way was really low damage. But then he put him in the last slot of Fenrir and HD Axel before on the second slot. That made it to where all of his hits suddenly went up, they skyrocketed. They went to like 20,000 hits, 20,000 damage per hit, with 1 tier of general defense down. So keep that in mind. If you have like an owl, keep him. If you have Mr. Me, keep him. Unfortunately, I sacrificed my owl for his defense boost. I was needing it, which is kind of stupid, but dang, it was necessary at the time. I would have lost a really good thing if I hadn't done him. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something really good. But he is exceptionally good for these kinds of enemies. Now, obviously, don't put him against level 50 enemies because they barely have defense, or against raid bosses. Raid bosses don't have that much defense. So if you bring in a setup that mainly focuses on debuffing general defense, I'm sorry, but against raid bosses it's not a very good setup. But against enemies that are level 280, 300, 400 and whatnot, definitely bring these types of medals. They will make your damage skyrocket. And since he lowers by 2 tiers, that makes him even better. Especially even one thing that I was going to say earlier that I sidetracked because of the last video. Even though he's a level 137, which is low, the Frosty Monstrosity, he still has a high general defense because he's a boss. So his effect will be strong on him. Because as you can see, he took out 120,000 damage at 68%. One of my viewers advised me not to buy the avatar board. I don't know what else you guys think. I'll try to post this today. Which today, for your information, is 15th of February. Tomorrow, the 16th, we'll get an update. As every Thursday is an update. And, well, I'm curious to see how it will go. Since my school is at morning, what I can do when I get back is I do any remaining homework that I have and I go straight into recording videos and editing it. So, because I have my whole afternoon, which is something much better than studying in the afternoon. However, now I'm rambling. Basically, this medal is going to help out against quite a lot of story bosses. But, that is all that I have for today. I hope you have enjoyed. And I hope you have a good day. And sorry about my Xigbar impression at the end of my last video, it was pretty bad.